Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today we're going to be looking at one of the Studio Series Transformers the Movie 86 action figures. Now the one we got today is going to be Jazz. This is a really cool figure. I like the detail to it. I love the way this figure came out. I do have some questions about some of the stuff they did, but we're going to talk about all that once we get into this figure and get into some of the details. So let's go ahead and check out this figure. Alright guys, before we get into the figure, the first thing we're going to do is check out the packaging. Let's take a look and see what we got. We got a nice picture of Jazz right there in the front. Autobot Jazz, Transformers the movie. And on the side we have Transformers! And here we have another cool picture of Jazz. And on the other side, another close-up of Jazz Studio Series. And on the back, we have some product photos of Jazz in both forms. Top Transformers the movie, bunch of jibble jabble. And that's pretty much for the box right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Okay, now this is the way I wish the G1 Jazz actually looked. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at him, check out some details and some articulation. Let me just get this firearm out the way. We'll go and check that out here in a little bit. First, let's get into the figure. All right, let's see if we can take a look at his head right now. Get it in focus. There you go. Now, as you can see, it's very G1, very original cartoon, as well as his chest. It's got a lot of details, some silver abs. He's got some silver paint on his legs, and he's got some silver paint on his feet. He's got some chrome rims. Now, he does have some hollowed out legs in the back, but that's because of his transformation. And I love the way they hide the rest of the automobile mode into his little backpack there. Does it very well. The only thing I like about it is that it's all transparent plastic, which is very brittle. Now let's take a look at some articulation. His head can go from side to side, up to down, and can do a 360 spin. Now mine's a little tough, so I gotta work that out a little bit. His arms can go all the way out, and at the shoulder he does have 360 rotation. He does have rotation at the bicep, and his elbow can do 90 degrees. He doesn't have any rotation in the wrist. Now for the legs, he can almost go out to 90 degrees, just not quite there. And it's pretty much the same going all the way back. Can't go all the way 90 degrees, but he can get pretty close. And as for the side, unfortunately, Jazz won't be doing any Van Damme splits. He does have some rotation in the thigh. It's up at the hip joint. And mine's a little stiff, so you gotta bear with me here. His toes can go down, but there is no pivoting on him. Now he does have hip rotation. I just forgot to show it. And his legs do go well past 90 degrees at the knee. Now here's his firearm. Very G1 once again. And once again, guys, I do apologize for not showing the knee bend or the hip rotation. I forgot to do it when I was filming this footage. But there he is. Very G1 Jazz. Let's do some comparisons now. All right, now that we got Jazz on the turntable, let's go ahead and let's compare him to some other Transformers. All right, so here he is with War for Cybertron Trilogy Deep Cover. Now, as you can see, they're pretty much the same size. They can almost be in the same type of movie genre, which is pretty cool because they actually look pretty good on the shelf together. Here he is with Scourge, who's actually in the same studio series as Jazz. As you can see, Scourge is a lot taller, but both of them are really detailed and really awesome looking figures. All right, so let's go ahead and let's check out Jazz in his vehicle mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Pinned down one time too many by Astro Train and Blitzwing, the Autobots build their own triple changers.
Autobot triple changers battling the triple changers of the Decepticons!
Triple Changer Sandstorm transforms from dune buggy to copter to robot, and Broadside transforms from carrier to jet to robot. To fight Decepticon Triple Changer Octave, who transforms from tanker to jumbo jet to robot.
Transformers!
The Transformers from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here is Jazz in his vehicle mode, which I believe is a Porsche 911. I'm not 100% sure. I do know it's a Porsche though. And he is looking very G1-y right now. He looks just like he did in the original cartoon series, which is really cool. So let's get a closer look and let's check out some of the details on him. Alright, so let's take a closer look here. See if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. See, he's got a lot of detail to him. His feet kind of stick out, but it's not a deal breaker for me. He still looks like a very cool vehicle. He's got some nice rims there. As a front, very G1-y like I said. He's got that 5mm port on the top where you can stick his rifle. You can see a little bit of the robot on the bottom. But once again, this is a very cool action figure right here. Alright guys, now that we got him in vehicle mode, let's go ahead, put him on the turntable, and once again, let's do some comparisons. Alright guys, so we got him on the turntable. Let's go ahead and bring out the first Transformer. Alright, once again, here he is with War for Cybertron Trilogy deep cover. Once again, really cool cars, both of them. I actually like them, and as you probably noticed, I do use deep cover in a lot of my videos. He's one of my favorite Transformers. He's really fun to transform, and he just looks cool on camera, so I really like using him as much as possible. And here he is with his Studio Series buddy, Scourge. Once again, Scourge is a lot bigger, but all in all, this Transformers the movie Studio Series are some really good figures. Alright guys, I got a last minute entry for the comparison section of this video. I totally forgot this guy was sitting on my shelf. If I remembered, he definitely would have been in this video, but better late than never. So this is a comparison with Fall for Cybertron Jazz. Now as you can see, they are two completely different ones. As you can see, the Jazz on the left is the Cybertronian version, which I always liked. I thought it was pretty cool. I've had this figure now for a while. I think I picked him up in like 2010, sometime around there. Once again, he keeps with the style of Jazz, the G1 style with the hood as the chest. He's very awesome looking, very cool. Now I didn't do a vehicle comparison, as like I said, this was a last minute addition. Trying to keep him to stand up straight right now. Being a little bit of a pain in the butt. I guess I'm gonna have to get a new shooting boot. But once again, both these figures are cool. It's gonna look awesome on my shelf. I totally forgot I had a Jazz, because if I actually have another version of the same character, I try to put them in the videos as often as I could. And like I said, totally brain farted on this one. And then when I actually finished shooting the footage and was editing, I looked up and saw him on the shelf, so I had to go and do a quick clip just to add him in here for comparison's sake. So there you go, Fall for Cybertron Jazz.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Decepticons are attacking our launch site. Where's Prime?
He's on Cybertron. It's up to you, Ultra Magnus.
Autobots, transform and mount up!
When Ultra Magnus rolls into action, he takes on Decepticons like no one else.
Meet Ultra Magnus. As car carrier, he can transport 4 Autobots into battle. But once there, he transforms into my powerful Autobot commander.
Transformers.
The Transformers, each sold separately from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up this video right here. Once again, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel. hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put a new video up. And don't forget to check out some of my other playlists where I got toy reviews, and I also got another new playlist that just came up, which is Just Transform It, which is pretty much me just transforming the vehicle, showing you how it's done so you guys can do it for your information. And guys, don't forget to hit the like button, and do me a favor and share this video with everybody you know, anybody who collects Transformers, any type of collectible toys. Share this video. Let's get this video out there. Let's get this channel growing. Once again, this is Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.